What's going on, everybody? It's been a minute since I've done a video. Still working on that epoxy fill block. It's still at the machine shop. We're gonna have that out before too long, hopefully. It's getting the final touches put on it. And today we're gonna talk a little about, we are going to Cleetus and Cars Indy. So it's the end of April, and hope to see everybody there. But hey, it's been a little while since I've done a video on my own car and things that I've done and goals that I've got. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna kind of put everything back on the car here and kind of show you what I've got going on and what I've done to the car over the winter, and just kind of give it once overview. Last of the year, we did put the front fire and turbo system on it, done a 7268, the 0.96 AR on that. One of the newest additions we did a 4-inch aluminum exhaust on the car. So we done a bumper exit, which as you can see right here, done that. And of course, I've also custom made an entire front end of the car, which a lot of people have seen in the videos or photos I've posted. So, and for new people to the channel, I'll give a little bit of, kind of a recap on this motor. It is a B18C1, which is a GSR motor. We are using the JE turbo pistons, which has got a little topper thick deck on the piston with upgraded wrist pins. It's got a set of skunk H-beam rods in it, cleave-out race bearings. We're using a fluid-on harmonic balancer for the motor. It is running a CSS HP, which is a high horsepower version of their CSS block, which has got a little bit thicker girdle in it, or top ring. The other thing is we are running the L19 Speed Factory head studs in this thing. So the car made right at 700 horsepower, 29 pounds of boost. On the track, we're running right at 34 pounds of boost. So we're guessing this car is right at 700 wheel horsepower, or sorry, 800 wheel horsepower on the track. Not got a clean pass on it yet. So that is one thing we're working on, is trying to get down the track. Last time I had a wastegate line come off, which made the car over boost. It went about 30 pounds of boost off the line, and I torqued an axle in half. So that is not the fault of the axle. They're actually underpowered axles for the car. I have just put in some axles that should hold the power that I'm doing now. They're not the $2,000 models, but they're not cheap axles. So I'm not even going to say what they are until we find out how they perform. So running twin 44 millimeter wastegates on the car with a 1320 front firing manifold. It is a Rev 9. That's one question a lot of people have for me, is what turbo is this? It's actually a Rev 9, 7268. It does well. I've had no problems with it. I've ran one before and just upgraded to another one. As for a daily driver, probably won't go with this turbo. Any knockoff, or I'd say budget brand turbo, if they're a daily driver, they're going to be subjected to a ton more heat under the engine bay at all times, a lot more wear and tear. They are very affordable, but it stinks to have to pull a car back apart. So if it was going to be a daily driver, I would probably go ahead and spend the money and get me a Precision or something like that. It is a 4x4 core air-to-water intercooler system. It has done a great job running an ice box, a 2.5 gallon ice box inside the car. As you can see, got the water lines come in here, and of course, and then they come out the other side. I've actually tested core temperatures on this thing with it running as low as 26 degrees. So those things work great. My air intake temperatures, even 34 pounds of boost, was under 100 degrees on the intake air, which is awesome. Of course, that aluminum exhaust, it's a cool trick because they do cool really nice. It has a unique sound, being a 4-inch aluminum right out of that turbo. Love how it sounds, does well. Last time out the track, had some issues, left my foot on the clutch pedal, which on this car, leaving the foot on the clutch pedal engages a full throttle shift, and I did not realize I'd done it because it's been so long since I'd run the car, until almost third gear. The car still went a 10.6 at a 141 something, and I missed 2 gears, another pass. This car still ran like 11.1, and then one full pass I had, the timing tree messed up, and it showed that I had a 6.5 second 60 foot, and the car went 142 and it showed I had a 14.9. So if I'd done my normal 60 foots, it would have been a 9.9 to a 10 flat, which is what the car did the last time I went out last year on medium boost. It went 10.0 at 144. Car's definitely gonna be strong. Top end, I'm building over 40 miles per hour on the top half the track. And so I've not got a clean pass. I've only made a few passes on the car this year after it's been tuned out and cleaned up. So excited to see what it's going to do. And as a lot of people seen, I did mowed out the fenders. I molded the bumper. Still got a lot of work to do, but excited where it's going to go. But either way, let's straighten this back out. We are going to Cleetus cars end of April, which is only a week and a half from now. Plan on going up there, having a great time. This car, I'm gonna do everything in my power. It's going in the 9-second territory this next time out. So, you know, we've done everything we needed to do. I've got, you know, the column plug kit, which, and I'm gonna give a breakdown also of where to get some of these items if people are looking for parts. These are just actually K-Series coils, which I picked up from 4-Piston Racing. They seem to always have some of these. You know, we used a VMS column plate, a column plug plate. So Speed Factory, you know, they make this piece. Also a couple other companies. I think Humble Performance is even coming out with one they're doing. Several companies are starting to come out with them. Also, I was going to say the column plug kit itself is a Honda Rules kit. Went through Jason Waters Tuning, sorry. Jason Waters Tuning, great supplier of parts. So if anybody's never tried Jason Waters, give him a try. Most of my parts I'm going to do are through Humble Performance, which is in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Jason Waters from Jason Waters Tuning down in Atlanta, Georgia area. Both are great vendors and suppliers for any of the parts you need. They're both amazing customer service, and would do business with them, you know, without even thinking about it. And that's where I usually do all my business for me and all my cars I help build. One thing I've noticed on my car that most people don't do, I actually run 4 vents on this car for the catch can. I run 4 on the top, 2 in the back. So basically I've got 6 points of ventilation. The one thing I've noticed is I never get oil in this catch can. I do get a lot of pressure out like everybody else does, but with so much ventilation, there is a combination of pressure down one line. So if I only had 2 lines, all the pressure is going down this line, which is going to grab oil and push oil down quicker. But when you actually, you know, put 6 different spots in it, you're getting that air pressure out in 6 different spots, which reduces the amount of physical wind flow down there, which reduces the amount of oil pushing down your line. So I never get oil push by having that much ventilation. And I've not had any issues with this motor, you know, doing like it's supposed to, or blowing head gaskets or anything. And it could just be pure luck, coincidence, or me taking my time and building this motor properly. So if, you know, that means anything to anybody, I did go through the extra, you know, I guess headaches of doing 4 10AN lines on the top, 2 on the back, and it's worked really well for me. And I'll suggest that anytime. But I'm just gonna make this video as long as I have right now, no longer. We're gonna see everybody at Cleetus Cars in Indianapolis, and I hope to have a great time, and hopefully finally get my 9-second time slip. And I'm hoping it doesn't go 9s. I'm hoping it goes down in the 9s. So cross fingers. See you guys in.